Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today has been one of those days. I messed up my makeup, I messed up the intro. This is now take 3. Okay, so let me just explain. I got up this morning, I started doing a look for you all, and then I got really sick because I've just started on some antibiotics and they were making me feel really queasy. So I went to bed. The makeup that I'd done sort of virtually washed off. And then I thought, I really cannot be bothered to do a video today. But then my other half said, let's go out for something to eat. And by then I was quite hungry. So I thought, yeah, I should slap some makeup on pretty quickly. And I thought, why don't I actually film this? Because a lot of you say that you just, you either haven't got time or you feel too unwell. So why don't you see what I do to quickly zhuzh up my face when I really can't be bothered. So that is what you're going to see. You're going to see the beginning, because at the beginning I used beach stick, which is this one here. I'm covered in swatches, by the way, because I've been doing so many takes, but this is Las Salinas. I finally got it, okay? And it is beautiful, and it's also beautiful when you put it on the lips, and you'll see that in my first go. Obviously I finished off with this, which is called Bosworth's Beauty, and I'm going to tell you a bit about that in the video. I used Amethyst Aphrodisiac. Now the reason I messed up the first intro is because I told you that I used Intoxicating Violet, and I also topped up a bit on my eyelids to show you what it looked like, except Intoxicating Violet is what I topped it up with, and that is beautiful, but you can't get it anymore, okay? But this one you can, and this is called Amethyst Aphrodisiac, and that is the one I can assure you that I used in my video. But at the moment you're going to see a mixture of these two on my eyelids, but if you look at the video you will see what this one looks like on its own, okay? And then I used Elizabeth Violet as an eyeliner, because some of you are asking about, I think Virginia was asking about Elizabeth Violet, and it actually doesn't look violet in here, but it does, believe me. And this is the one that Charlotte often uses on the corner of her eyes to make her eyes pop. Very good if you've got green eyes. Blue as well, and purple is a good contrast with any eye colour, but I think particularly she recommends it for green. But any eye colour it's going to contrast with, because that's why purple will look good on any eye colour, because of the contrast. So that's Elizabeth Violet, and that's the one that she uses in the corner to make her eyes pop. And I use the eye cheat, which is the skin coloured one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, just to show you how long lasting these are. That's what happens when you don't smudge them straight in, okay? They're smudging a little bit, but these ones that I just did earlier, they're not budging. Okay, so you do have to blend them very quickly, and I know that was a question that came up too. So hope you enjoy this video. I'm glad I don't have to do take 4, and I will see you next weekend. Take care and enjoy. Bye bye. Okay, so here is my first attempt. So I am now putting on Light Wonder foundation. I was going to put on Unisex Healthy Glow, but I know that it doesn't look good on Fair Lady, so I thought I'd use this one to show you. So this is Light Wonder foundation. I'm using shade 8 at the moment because I've got a tan, and that works for me at the moment. Otherwise I mix it with shade 6, and I put that all around. Now because it's quite light coverage, I like to have a bit more coverage around my cheeks. So you will see me stippling another layer on my cheeks here, okay, like so. Now don't forget, this is all speeded up, so if I look like I'm being rough, I'm not. It's just double the speed all the way through this video. okay, which makes things look a little bit rougher on the whole. Now, I just froze this because I noticed how puffy my eye was. And it's interesting because that always happens to me when I'm having some kind of reaction to medication. And shortly afterwards, I was really, really nauseous with this antibiotic. It's just strange the way your body tells you when you're unwell. I just think it's a wonderful thing, really, that it can do that. Anyway, back to my makeup, and I'm just continuing stippling there and then going very lightly over that eye, making sure that I don't make it even puffier, and that is that done. Now I'm going to put on the Mini Miracle Eye Wand in shade 2. I have lost my retoucher and I don't know where it is. I've looked everywhere for it and I have a feeling it may have fallen out of my handbag. Yikes. Hopefully it'll show up soon, but this worked okay on its own. Okay, and now I'm looking for something. Should have edited that bit out, but hey, there you go. And I'm now, yes, I'm just setting that with the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, this is all Charlotte Tilbury again today. And now I'm putting on Jean. Now this is what washes off and I abandon it, but it's useful for you guys to see it because it would be very nice on fairer skin. And I know a lot of you that watch me have got fair skin, so it wasn't going to work with that puffy eye anyway. And I was a bit unsure about it, to be honest, but it washed off. Anyway, and now I'm putting on Las Salinas blush onto my cheeks, and then my partner woke up and he started making me laugh and putting me off, and I thought I'm going to abandon this in a minute while he has his shower, and then I'll do another video. But then I got sick, so yeah, I just kept that in because I wanted you to see Las Salinas on the lips, because I don't do that in the second part. And there I am looking a little bit miserable, to be honest, which is why I didn't show you my whole face, but I wanted you to see Las Salinas on the lips because I think it looks really lovely. But it doesn't last very long. That's the only problem. It's really good on the cheeks, it's really good on the lips for holiday, just sling it in your bag, but it's not the longest lasting, and certainly not if you're going out for something to eat. Anyway, so then 2 hours later and asleep, and it's back to square one. And you can see now with this is now, let me get this right, amethyst aphrodisiac. Okay, and you can see I'm just demonstrating that you really don't have to be that bothered about using putting it on in a very detailed way. Charlotte says that her son could put this on for her, and she used to say her 5-year-old son, I think he's about the same age as my son, to be honest, possibly 9. My son is 10, but there you go. So you just do it all, blend it all in with your fingers like that, and you can put some under the eye as well, and you can leave it at that. But then once I got going, you know, I got a bit more energized, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you guys Elizabeth Violet in a minute. But what I do first is this eye cheat, just to open up my eyes and make me look a little bit more awake. And then I thought I might as well show you Elizabeth Violet, which is her rock and kohl, and it does set very, very quickly in about 30 seconds, which is why you will see that I always blend it first before I move on to the next eye, because once it's set it doesn't budge. Okay, and I don't know what that was, but I'm just putting it in the corner. Now it's not going to make my eyes pop as much because I've got the purple on my eyes as well, but if you have this on with another colour like I did yesterday and you just pop it in the corner, it will, especially if you've got green eyes, but blue as well, any eye, it will contrast. But Charlotte does recommend it, I think, for green eyes. Okay, and I'm now putting on Las Salinas. Oh no, I'm not. I'm putting on Ibiza. You can't see what you're doing with this voiceover thing. It's really weird. It covers up half the screen. Okay, so this is Ibiza, and I'm not going very precisely. I just want to look a bit like I've got a bit more colour, a bit more as the bronzer than really trying to sculpt very much. And I'm putting a bit under my chin, but you're not going to see very detailed makeup artistry today because I really couldn't be bothered. And then this is Las Salinas on my cheek, and it will look lovely, that one, on fair skin. And I'm also going to pop on a bit of Moon Beach on top, which looks lovely too. And if you're fair, you can use this more as a blush. Okay, so next up I am going to do my brows with Legendary Brows, and the good thing about this is you just brush it through, so it's like a kind of very small mascara wand, and you don't have to mess about with lining your brows. It's just really easy. She does a clear one as well if you want, and that one just kind of defines your brows. Okay, so moving on, we now have, I use Super Size Me. You can use Pillow Talk as well for this, or Pink Venus if you want. And then I am putting on Bosworth's Beauty. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about this in a minute, about when I went to buy this, because it did make me giggle. But anyway, this is really good. The idea is to brighten up your face really quickly. And there's me with my mascara on and doing the YouTube pose. The thing is, if you're not feeling well and you put on a bright lipstick, it will brighten up your face and it just make you feel better. Okay, so there you go. And I'm going to leave you with the story of Bosworth's Beauty. Okay, so I went to a department store to get this lipstick, and I arrived there and I was going, oh, I want to try this lipstick, can I have a look at it? And I was telling her about how I love Charlotte Tilbury, and she said, what have you got on your eyes? And I said, Exaggerize. And she said, oh, can I have a look at it, because we don't sell it here, it's exclusive. And we started chatting and chatting away, and she said, oh, you're really good at putting makeup on, and you really know Charlotte Tilbury, don't you? And that was it. We just got really chatting away the way I do, not shutting up. And then I finally put on this Bosworth's Beauty lipstick, and I looked at it and I went, I'm not really sure. What do you think? Do you think it's a bit too much for me? And she went, for you, no. And I took that as a massive compliment. She said to me, you can get away with that, no problem. And I think it is. It's just really bright. It sort of stands out and it lightens up your face. And I think, you know, if you're feeling a bit below par like I did today, it's just a really quick way. Even if you can't do the eye makeup, or you just settle at the colour chameleon and you don't do the eyeliner, if you get a bright lipstick like that on, then I think you will brighten up your face. So that is Bosworth's Beauty, and I think it is a bit of a beauty. I hope you agree. Not me, I meant the lipstick. Okay, take care, have a great weekend everyone, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.